Hello, hello, come on in. We're going to flip these scrolls. As promised, I'll put the link to the OG scry in the description box below. But here they are, flipped. If you wanted to take a screenshot there so you can scry in your own time and your own dime. We're going to scry these for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. A lot on Tarot and Oracle in the Shaman's Palm configuration. And as you can see, we're recording in GhostTube today. I don't think I can hear you. I know I can't hear GhostTube, but maybe you can. So we might have to take a boo down there every so often and keep an eye out. But we're popped in my living room still. So here we are. Hi, how you doing? Okay. When you're ready, if you'd like to open up, or you can fast forward through. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. For those new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. I'm grateful for your time, attention, and awareness, as your perspective and presence is powerful. Gratitude. All right. The Wright brothers, airplane, taking flight. Ooh, I'm absolutely being born. Coming out of a flower. I'm actually a flower that's, especially if you can imagine like old cartoons with like a top hat and then there'd be a flower sticking out. I am that flower in this hat. Cobras with loyalty of dogs. So put the essence of dogs in cobras, and maybe cobras mean something to you specifically. Please follow that first versus my yammerings. Something about a big chin. Okay, so this person with a big chin is watching you build, grow, take flight into who you're being. So I think they're from the afterlife. Okay, so there's two of them right now. I think there's two people from the afterlife. They could also be your guides, but I'm getting the sensation. So they care very much so about your safety, and they're watching you engineer your existence. That's the best way I can say how I'm feeling this. They're watching you engineer your existence, and they are like, imagine a soccer mom in the stands. Like, imagine that kind of essence, even if it's stereotypical. They know they can't infringe upon anything, but they can and do share. You might see orbs and things out of the corner of your eye. It's something that they're sharing and like sending to you. From the OG side, there was lots about fishing, this calming sensation of fishing, of what you wanted for. And it's almost like a fishing line is made invisible for a reason. And this invisible line of sorts, High Priestess coming in the Cave of Ice, is almost like a clear umbilical cord to someone's or something's. I'm also seeing a harp, hrum, hrum, and candlelight. So first and foremost, there's like a candelabra or a sconce. Okay, thank you. The sconce is bringing me into the High Priestess here with her candle there. Something about Legos as well. Legos, also building an existence. This could also be online. You could be a coder or a creator, coder, creator, something. I just see like numbers and things. I don't know the language. And creating a community online video game. You might play online video games, but it's like online. So there's other people behind. There's people behind the characters. There's personalities. There's hearts. There's tears. There's passions. Way down in here, oh, I'm sorry, right in there, there is this connection of a romance. I don't know if it's like an office romance or a romance that's hidden and you're not telling anyone yet. Or again, maybe you'll meet somebody online playing a game. But it's there. It's there. Okay. Cave of, oh my goodness, Winds is the Queen of Wands. If any of the artistry is standing out to you, please follow what you see, sense, and feel first. Yeah, you have a dream. There's something about the brain is coming through very specifically. Remember when I was talking about people from spirit in the afterlife sending you things? But there's a piece of brain. There's something about your intelligence coming through. Different smarts and wits. Different smarts and wits. Cave of Hearthfires is death. I do feel like there's something going of, you know what? Thank you, because I saw that as well. When people are tailoring things and I feel like they have pins like they hold in their mouth and they're like, okay, I'm just going to put this in here. So it's kind of like a Mad Hatter vibe. And then with this death card, and we're also in Scorpio season at the time of this recording, if that floods out to your feelings, but you don't need to receive it. It's like she has this big hat on her, this face does. Okay, give me a moment. Something about shoulder pads and the weight you bear from the generations before taking flight. They're lightening up. They're lightening up. You're taking flight. It's like putting all the pieces together, you know, like engineering something and then reverse engineering it. I feel like there's reverse engineering happening here. I also have a conductor suddenly here. A conductor. I feel like this is a spirit guide though, specifically. 10 of Pentacles is coming through in your Cave of Rivers of how you're feeling or will be feeling very, very soon. I'm really glad you didn't flush something down the toilet or flush something out, like, but just maybe there is this little bit of a gameplay of what you had to do to survive and what help from the OG side, what you could do to play to thrive in a different area. For some, you might have felt in your existence at some point in time from this engineering, reverse engineering, that you're kind of dealt a crappy hand. And through the reverse engineering of some sort, you realized, I just see it like Legos, you reconfigured it, and it's really awesome. King of Cups is coming through in your Cave of Earth. And this is what you're rebuilding here in this earthly existence here. You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Earth and air elements. I don't know if those are two things that you're working towards or two elements that you're specifically working with. I also have here the Hermit on the bottom. Did I not have... Oh, there we go. Sorry. I'm a little discombobulated, but it's all good. I'm seeing fountains that are fish from the OG original scry, from the fishing, and they are not the fish on the walls that dance, but those did pop in for a second. A lot of communication over there, like when you walk by certain things, like as a remembering. Something also might be trying to get your attention to remember what you like to do beyond just surviving. I don't know how else to say that. But now there's like this higher vision for what I want. Like it's almost like a telescopic view. Because both of these cards, if you look at their heads, are elevated heads. But it's like I had to go through this vice. You might have also worked through having a lot of headaches. I got to say as well, if there's somebody that is a coder, again, lots of computer work, and you're getting a lot of headaches, because there's just so much maneuvering. It could even be in like a corporate job, the pressures from, you know, the field to management or middle management and the VPs, and it just feels like it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. I feel like I want to just kind of look up and remember the big board of where I want to go, and I have to determine, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Make those decisions and play the games. Play the games when you know that you're playing them, not because they're games I'm trying to minimize them, because there's also this whole video game, there's whole landscape here that I don't want to be minimized, because I feel like it brings people a lot of happiness and freedom to be a version of them that they're very, very happy to be. And while, yes, such a landscape, physical or online, digital, etc., it can be abused, but it's going to happen anyway, because that's their character. Anyway, sorry, it's not about them. This is about you, of being able to create this. Yeah, okay. Air, earth, and the fire, those three elements. Your happiness and your freedom are pillars, are very much so pillars of what drives you. And it's almost like what you do in your free time as well as coming through. If your free time, you do what makes you happy, nurtures and floods into all the other things that you do. Stillness, Zen monastery. Because I think you are, through this Wright brothers, the plane, you're inventing something, you're changing even the way I think you move on the board. It's like, imagine if chess or checkers, and suddenly there's a new piece. Like there's only, you know, there's so many pawns, I think that's what they're called. Take out half of them, and there's these new players. Well, you can disagree. I'm not saying it's likable, but it's like that, how I'm feeling it. Putting new characters in the chess game that have moves that haven't been seen before. And while it may not be traditional chess, it's creative chess. It's creative chess. There's a flower in your cap, toothpicks in the teeth, and, you know, what you're tailoring. And just before I let you go, there's a bundle, like in, I think it's Thai. It's a bundle of herbs. There's like a detox happening of what doesn't make me happy, and what doesn't siphon. What doesn't siphon. Thank you. Just before I let you go, I know I've said that a few times now. See how this gentleman is standing on top of this thing, looking at all the land? I'm very much so seeing that in like a video game world for one reason or another. You can look at this to conquer, or you can look at it as you are the creator of all of this. And imagine through all of that background, I'm seeing up here 444, if that means anything to anyone. On the other side of that is this. But the whole landscape is about encouraging this. Getting to the castle. Getting to the castle. And when you get there, you might meet the final monster, but really you meet the master, which is you. I'm going to let you go. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. Until next time, I'll see you soon. So much love. Bye. Love.